We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Hermstreet. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Return man forced out at the 12. Not a good return and not good field position. They'll run it here. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. To the air, it's Jackson. Pass rush closing in. And it's caught. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the Hokies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. A handoff from the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's got the first down and still motoring. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job, give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards and keep this drive alive.
Looking for the wideout. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
On the move now. Quarterback is forced out. That's a huge loss, a big sack for this defense. They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Now they'll run a draw play. Fights off a defender. And they've got him.
Was second forever. And this defense is, of course, expecting a pass, but give the play caller a lot of credit here. Running the football, catching the defense off guard, a nice run, but really I think it's more about breaking the tendency. Occasionally going with a play that the defense isn't expecting. And this one worked out very well for them. Picked up nice yards, but let's not forget, still have a lot of work to do here on third down.
Grabbed by the receiver. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Pass caught, a second down now. Play fake, looking to throw. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking downfield. It's Jackson. And this pass is on target. Caught. They bring it down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. New center down to the offense. 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Snags a good throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the ball is hauled in. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
They'll try the ground game here. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Defense will make the stop, but it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the 1st quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the 2nd quarter of this playoff game. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. An inside give now from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Makes a quick grab. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a first down in the red area? Beautiful play.
Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Bringing pressure. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
They'll run it from the gun, and it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The Hokies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Back to throw. It's Jackson. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes...
Looking for a man deep down the middle. He's picked for a third time tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down right at the 20.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's a one-handed grab way downfield. What a one-handed catch by the junior.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Buckeyes move into the red zone. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Now rolling out to his left. He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big 4th down to see if they can keep this going.
The Buckeyes will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Looking deep to the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Second down after the incompletion. He keeps it on the design run. Football comes out. Scooped up in the defense. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll give it to the running back. Breaking tackles. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? The receiver grabs it.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
To throw, it's Jackson. Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Let's throw to the right, looking for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Hokies looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 5th.
Looking deep down the left side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's the first and still running. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. A deep shot right down the middle. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Virginia Tech, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. That strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Ball handed to the running back. As the first down is still going. They stop him at the 22. That's important breather room on this drive.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Well, they don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He flips it to the back across the middle. They can't stop him. And the huge game is negated as the officials spot a penalty. Tough for the offense to bounce back from that one. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Will not be brought down. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Inside the 30. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Back to pass. It's Jackson. He's looking deep down the middle. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but cost the offense 5 yards in field position. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Screen to the wide receiver. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. And it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Moves out of the pocket. Extending the play now. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job at taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on 4th down.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. To throw, it's Jackson. It's a quick grab. Breaks free with room to run. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This is a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Caught by the receiver. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh, what a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
Looking downfield, it's Jackson. Dump off caught by the running back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. Throws out the stiff arm. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Fires it to the wideout. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Love how this defense took the quarterback away, not allowing him to get the yards, making him pitch the ball, and then they just rally to the football. Now we got a big fourth down coming up.
So here we go. Offense deep in the red zone now, facing 4th and short from the 10. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. We'll begin the 4th quarter with a field goal try here. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's got him open. Watch out, he's got great speed. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end, and got stopped. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. The Hokies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
That's a really good run by this offense, and Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense, looking for a first down.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on a first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Jackson. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Receiver makes the catch. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. Looking to throw it again. Caught quickly.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Boy, what a job here by this defense, mixing up their looks. They get to him again, hit him as releasing the ball. Just a rough night for the poor quarterback, and a great job by the defense of winning the line of scrimmage and affecting the quarterback.
That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They test the middle of the defense but get nothing.
Now the defensive coordinator must be thinking it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense. And this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Has the first, still on the move. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. A gain makes it second and medium. That's a design quarterback keeper. Fights off a defender. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Leaning on the run game here late. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The pass is intercepted. Oh, he's bringing it back. Muscles past the defender. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here?
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's a shotgun run call. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but that 1st down should be enough to propel them into the national championship game. Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback just kneels down. It went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.